Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it, get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers. Gotta start
I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way.
What's up, guys? How we doing today? All right, let's do the pledge right quick, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So, how are we doing today, guys? I hope y'all have had a wonderful day. So we'll start out. What's up, Rift? That's Tattooed Angel. Hey, babe. Hippie Grandma. Sunshine. Hey, girl. How are you? There's Nightbot. Nightbot's in here with us. Joni. Hey, Joni. I hope your Marine's doing good. I think you said his name was Donnie. Hope Donnie's doing good. Doing better. What's up, Par? Summer Thunder. Look at all these beautiful people in here. Hey, Miss Courtney, how are you? Y'all be sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe. You have laryngitis. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I hope you get to feeling better, Joni. Well, just since you got them Ozzy glasses on, just don't holler for sharing too much. You know, like Ozzy does. Don't do that. But it's good to see everybody. I do hope you get to feeling better, Joni. Like I said before, hit that like, share, and subscribe. Get this out everywhere. Don't care where it goes. Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, bathroom wall with a truck stop. Does not matter. Just you can whisper a little bit so you can go, share. Well, anyway, I hope you get to feeling better, and I hope it goes away very soon. All right, guys, as you've seen, today's title is Summer Wells. It has to do with the Summer Wells case because it has to do with the ones investigating or that were investigating. I don't think they're involved anymore in it, but still, you're welcome, Summer Thunder. I mean, Joni, you're welcome. I seen Summer Thunder's name up there and popped in my head, but you're welcome, Joni. Very welcome. With the police down there and Ronnie Lawson. A lot of stuff going on down there. It's just unreal. I mean, it reminds me of the police force in where was that? Coffee City, Texas. 50 officers fired. The sheriff laid off for 30 days while they do an investigation. These guys were working for home. These officers in Coffee City, Texas, were calling people to pay their fine. They were calling them on the phone. What is that? I've never heard of nothing like that. And then something about, I think it was a commissioner or city councilman just up and resigned down there in Coffee City, Texas. And there's a judge in Hawkins County that got fired and all that. This is why I have the other channel. The We the People channel is, and I haven't been over, so I need to go over and do some stories about this. Coffee City. As a matter of fact, I might do that tomorrow during the day because this is ridiculous. The way they use their authority to line their pockets and all that. Exactly. Corruption. Very, very, very much so corruption. But we're going to go ahead and excuse me, bring this up. Let's see if it brings it up. Yep. All right, you see this, and this is Ronnie Lawson becomes longest tenured sheriff in Hawkins County, Tennessee, and this was September 5th, 2022. And there's that bald-headed. I can't say anything about bald head because I'm bald too. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson is the 59th sheriff to serve Hawkins County, but on August 28th, he became the first to be sworn in to serve a 4-year term. 4-year term. He's been the Hawkins County sheriff for 16 years. Nobody wants to run against him. Nobody. Says Lawson was joined by family, friends, and colleagues on Sunday, April 28th at the Hawkins County Justice Center Circuit Court room where he was sworn in by retired Judge Kendall Lawson. Sheriff Lawson's wife, Debbie, held the Bible for him to place his hand on while he took the oath. While Lawson came to work Thursday, September 1st, he also became the longest tenured sheriff in the 237-year history of the position at 12 years plus 1 day, passing his mentor, Sheriff Wayne Claber, who served 12 years from 1990 to 2002. But now Ronnie Lawson's been working in the police business, police line, or whatever they want to call it, since 1977. Rogersville, Hawkins County, all that area down there. It'll show that in here in a minute. I think it's either this one or over here. Only 4 other Hawkins County sheriffs have served at least 10 years, including Gabriel McCrowell, 1815 to 25, Elysius Bill, 1858 to 1868, Henry Clinton Armstrong, 1894 to 1904, and Lee Justice 1976 to 1986, I'm assuming. The first sheriff to serve this county was Pete Turney, who was sheriff of Spencer County in the state of Franklin, of which current-day Hawkins County was a part from 1785 to 88. The first elected sheriff of Hawkins County, John Hunt, who served 77 to 87 to 88. You ain't the only one, Courtney. I think he is too. Lawson said his August 28th swearing-in ceremony was a big milestone, not only because he accomplished something no other Hawkins County sheriff has accomplished, but also because a large group of his family, staff, and friends were there to celebrate that moment. Among those in attendance Sunday was his daughter, Christy Clark, who has overcome serious illness this past year to see her dad sworn in for the first time. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Lawson, who has been employed in law enforcement for the past 46 years, said he considered retirement. He decided he wanted to keep leading the wonderful, amazing people I have working for me. Yeah, okay. The biggest thing I enjoy is public service. Then do your damn job right and serve the public. Don't serve your wallet. I've done it so long, that's all I know. Another big reason is my employees. They mean so much to me, and they're just like family. Of course they are, because they help you line your pocket. A lot of them are like my children. A lot of these officers, especially in my administration, some of them I've watched grow up in law enforcement, from reserve officers to correction officers, all the way up through administration. I try my best to let all my employees know I care about them, whether they're newly hired or they've been here 30 plus years. They mean something to me. Let's see if it says anything here. Lawson said he always tells his staff to keep God first, family second, the job third. That's bullshit. His God's a dollar bill. I'm telling y'all, that man is nothing but a money-hungry piece of shit. And I don't care if anybody likes me calling a cop a piece of shit, but he's a piece of shit. I fulfilled every campaign promise I made in 2010 when I was elected. The big one you remember was declaring war on drugs. You know why he declared war on drugs? Because he wanted to be the only one that could pass drugs through Hawkins County. Because if there's drug dealers there, they're going to go to the cheaper place. If he busts them, he gets the drugs. He gets to sell the drugs. I'm not stupid. He'll put them in there on something else and keep the drugs he sells. Hey, Lady 7-Up, how are you? As you know, first thing I've waged that war the last 12 years. I've served as chairman of the board of directors for the 3rd Judicial District Drug Task Force for 12 years and will continue to do so. Hey, Night Demon. Also promised to have a highly trained professional law enforcement. Lawson added, I deeply appreciate Rogersville Mayor Jim Sells for taking a chance on a young 21-year-old and giving me my start in law enforcement with Rogersville Police Department. He's been in the department since 1977. And Sheriff Wayne Clevenger for hiring me as his chief deputy in 1990 and teaching me leadership and supervisor skills, because he already knew how to do the lying, cheating, and stealing skills. He already had that down pat. God bless me with this job, and he will tell me when it's time to retire. When the money starts running low, that's when he's going to retire. I'm honored by the huge support I have from citizens and law enforcement. Ain't no damn citizen. Yeah, whatever. He pisses me off. And law enforcement officers across Hawkins County. Like, that was all on that one. All right. Now, read that. Now, this is since, and I read somewhere I have to find it again. I do have it. I just got to find it. Hawkins County has 7 unsolved suspicious deaths, missing person cases dating back 30. Okay. How long did he say he was in law enforcement? Does anybody remember? I think he said, let's see, 77, 87, 97, 2007. 2017 would have been 40 years. Did I miss a gifted membership? Or was that last night? Well, thank you, FarQ. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, 43 years. Hawkins County has 7 unsolved suspicious death, missing person cases dating back 36 years. So while he's been in the police department, in the line of work of police, I just seen that, and I thanked her. I'm waiting on a thing to be able to thank you better, but I will do this. Fuck you. This is for you and Night Demon, since you gifted him a membership. This is for you both.
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me.
So thank you both. Thank you for gifting it, and thank you for becoming a family member now. Night Demon. All right, let's go here and take a look. Of course, we got Summer Wells, and then we've got these 6 individuals here. So we've got Summer Wells, Donna Marie Young, Larry Vickers. That name sounds familiar for some reason. That Larry Vickers, I've heard that. She made you a free bird. She made you a family. But the Larry Vickers, that name sounds familiar, so familiar for some reason. And then you got David Wayne Blizzard, Nadine Rogers, Larry Trent, and Kenneth Brent Patterson. Just a lot of people. It's just peculiar to me. Although Josephine Helmendahler was from Churchill, she and her friend Charles Seaton were murdered in Kingsport and are unsolved Sullivan County cases. But they're also Hawkins County cases. The review does, however, regularly publish information about Hawkins County 7 missing, unsolved person suspicious death cases to keep them fresh in the minds of the public. 5 of those cases, including 2021 Summer Wells disappearance, involve a missing person, 1 is a suspicious death, and 1 is an unsolved murder. Summer, who was 5-year-old at the time she was reported missing from her home in the Beach Creek community on June 15th, 2021, her disappearance resulted in massive 13-day search involving more than 1,100 searchers, not including police, and covering 4.6 square miles of rugged mountainous terrain surrounding her home. Okay, I've got, where'd it go? Okay. This was followed by months of intense investigation by the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, the TBI, and the FBI. Police and rescuers again descended on the property during the last week of November 2021 and covered approximately 350 acres. A dive team with the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office also assisted in searching a nearby pond. Searchers returned to Beach Creek in late February for another search of the area. Neither of these searches nor the investigation have resulted in any information leading to Summer's recovery or what happened to her. Investigators continue to follow up on potential leads. Well, you're welcome. With potential leads, anyone with credible first-hand information regarding Summer's disappearance is asked to call 1-800-TBA-FIND. And we're going to read some of these cases here in a minute. 23 people, 16 likes. Y'all get them likes up for me now. Come on, make them an even number or make them way out the same. 22, 16. Come on now. Share this out. And if you haven't, please subscribe. If you have, thank you. And I'd appreciate it very much. Let's go to Kenneth Brent Patterson. 28 of the Goshen Valley community has been missing since July 16, 1986. That morning, the Hawkins County Sheriff also responded to a wreck on Goshen Valley Road just south of Holston River Bridge. A vehicle registry pattern was found abandoned in a field after apparently running off the roadway, hitting a ditch, rolling over, and coming to rest on its wheels. The vehicle had also been driven in the field after the accident in an apparent attempt to leave the scene, but got stuck on a fence. No blood was found in the vehicle, and Patterson has not been seen or heard from since. Several potential suspects were questioned. Some were cleared, one died, and one is serving a lengthy federal prison sentence on drug and weapons convictions. This is Larry Trent, 47, of Mooresburg, has been missing since February 28, 1997. 1997. Trent was last seen that day at his residence by his sister. She returned the following day, but Trent was gone and hasn't been seen since. His vehicle, medication, and personal items were all at the residence. That's a little peculiar. Everything was left at the residence and him gone, just up and gone. Nadine Rochelle Rogers, 33, resided at 243 Country Lane in Church Hill when she disappeared on the evening of February 2nd, 2002. Her boyfriend at the time, Robert Wayne Mahler, was suspected of killing Rogers and hiding her body after she refused to give him her income tax return. And that's very possible. That's very possible. 2 days later, Rogers' mother, Shirley, told the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office that Nadine and Mahler had gone to a friend's house in Kingsport. Thank you, R. A couple days earlier to drop off her children. Rogers was scheduled to report for work at Cheddar's in Kingsport on February 2nd, but did not show up. The day Rogers disappeared, Mahler took her car to Mobile, Alabama. Why go to Mobile, Alabama? What's down there? He returned to his mother's house in Bloomington about a week later, and police were waiting to arrest him on an unrelated Sullivan County murder and robbery charge. Mahler claimed that on February 2nd, Rogers left with a group of men from North Carolina, but no one has ever been able to prove those men ever existed. Rogers cashed a large income tax refund check the day she disappeared, and Mahler had demanded a part of it, according to police. She hid the money in her home, and after her disappearance, police found the money. Hey, Bobby Joe. Police believe the money was the motive. Mahler, who was sentenced to 25 years in 2022 for an unrelated homicide, has denied involvement in Rogers' death. Mahler is scheduled for release from prison on May 16, 2023. Babe, see if he's still in there. What's up, Striker Force? How are you? Can you see if he's still in there, babe? His name is Robert Wayne Mahler. And you just have to type in Tennessee. Somewhere in Tennessee is all I can tell you. Don't know for sure. Could be. Could not be. All right, the next one, David Wayne Blizzard. Been working? Yeah, I just got off a while ago. Myself. Uh, David Wayne Blizzard, 33, of Sigornsville, disappeared September 30th, 2005. Blizzard's mother reported on October 10th that she had not seen him since September 30th, when he was at her residence in Sigornsville. Following a domestic disturbance, Blizzard was transported to Walmart on Stone Drive in Kingsport by Hawkins County Sheriff's deputy. He hasn't been seen since. So the last time that he was seen, he was with a Hawkins County deputy. Ain't that odd? Blizzard's disappearance has been investigated by both the Kingsport Police Department. Well, thank you, Farq. Thank you. And the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. But the last time that this guy, Mr. Blizzard, was seen, he was last seen with a sheriff's officer, Hawkins County Sheriff's Officer. That's a little strange to me. I don't know. Maybe. All right, Larry Vickers. Now, this is a guy that sounds familiar. Does Hippie Grandma, does his name sound familiar to you for some reason? Larry Vickers, 49, a car dealership owner, was shot to death May 31st, 2006 at a car wash he owned on Main Street. A lot of foul play going on down there, Lady 7-Up, because that's a small town or small county. Nobody wants to run against Ronnie Lawson. I don't know if they're afraid of him, or he's got shit on him, or he'll make shit up. I don't know. That he owned on Main Street on the east end of Rogersville. Vickers' body was found at about 8:40 a.m. locked in his Dodge Ram pickup with one gunshot wound to the torso. He had been at the car wash the night before repairing a broken light and possibly checking a malfunction in the cash box. A lot of relation. The upward trajectory of the bullet's path, as well as the droplets of blood found inside the car wash bay, led investigators to theorize that Vickers may have been standing on a ladder, changing a light when he was shot by someone standing on the ground. A semi-automatic pistol was found in the Hawkins County School Bus Garage property, adjacent to the car wash, where it had apparently been tossed over security fence. One spent shell was jammed in the pistol, and a live round was stuck in the gun. No, I don't think that they're friends, Lady 7-Up. The pistol had no serial number and wasn't known to belong to Vickers. The magazine was found inside the car wash bay and a drainage grate. Vickers' clothing was wet when police discovered him. Several witnesses told police that they had spoken to Vickers on his cell phone at about 11 p.m. the day before. The cell phone was never recovered. A receipt from the cash box found in Vickers' possession had 1054 printed on it. Donna Marie Young, 38. Didn't they find a missing little child on Lawson's relative's property? I heard that, but I haven't been able to find anything about it. Courtney, I haven't been able to find anything about it. I'm off tomorrow, so I might check on it some more tomorrow. Um, where was it at? Stanley Valley Community off of Meadowview Road. Although an autopsy revealed that the cause of death was heart failure triggered by drug use, Lawson said there is still an active criminal investigation related to who failed to report her death and who hid her body in the pond. Just hear me out on this. This is just my crazy ass head thinking this. Okay, her autopsy revealed it was heart failure triggered by drug use. So maybe he kept us alive to find out who gave her the drugs so he could put him away. What's up, Ghost Devil? Rocket Queen. Anyone with information about these cases is asked to contact the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. Well, even if you send anything in there saying, hey, I think one of your officers with this gentleman right here, Blizzard, and that'll be a cover-up. So why would you even do it? Hello, BH. And the Rogers case is being investigated by the Churchill Police Department. I mean, why go ahead and do that? So now, let's look at something else right quick. All right, let's go. Well, I can't go with that one. He got it, honey. He already answered, and I talked to him. All right. Now we're going to go to another. All right.
Last week to 4 counts of attempted aggravated sexual battery. Court documents from Hawkins County say the counts spanned 2 years in 2018 and 2020. Lawson was sentenced to 20 years, but will only have to serve 1 year in jail. He's being held.
Tell me why that is. Tell me why that is. This man right here, Brandon Lawson, gets 20 years and only does, he was supposed to do a year, but he done 6 months and got out with a bracelet on his ankle. Tell me how in the hell that's fair. Tell me how in the hell, besides his daddy being a sheriff, got away with that. go ahead and finish listening.
At the Granger County Jail. The DA says he will have to register as a sex offender.
Well, snitch, or
Now that I'm
it's
in my
because
50s, I
all right. County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson's son pleaded guilty on October 13th, 2022 to 4 counts of attempted aggravated sexual battery, according to District Attorney General Dan Armstrong with the 3rd Judicial District. Documents filed in Hawkins County Criminal Court identified Brandon Lawson as the accused, but other identifiers such as age, relationship to alleged victims, and victim's age were not specified. But other identifiers such as age, relationship to alleged victims, and victim age. So that means they were underage, they were related to him, and he got away with it. Right, one of these victims was his daughter, which made that Ronnie Lawson's granddaughter. So you're going to get your son out of prison after he sexually assaulted your granddaughter, his daughter. Let me tell you what else he was. He was a youth pastor. This Brandon Lawson was a youth pastor, or he was something to do with children in the church. Something to do with the children in the church. I don't know how they sleep at night. All right. Let's see. Hello, Rose. How are you? Nice to see you here. There was another thing that happened in Hawkins County that I wanted to it shows his son should spend the 20 years that he was given in prison. He should not be given, and they're going to let it go. It's probably already forgotten about down there. Okay. Let me see if I can get this to go a little bit bigger for y'all so y'all can see it. Can y'all see a little bit? An attorney who investigators say gave a client a forged divorce paper and then offered her money to withdraw a complaint against him has been charged with 3 counts of forgery and 1 count of bribery. Yeah, I don't believe in that. And don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I will say this. The Alford plea it helped some boys get out that I think were not guilty, but I don't believe that they should have to say, you have enough evidence against me. But I'm free. But I'm, innocent. So the Alford plea is bullshit. They should have gave them boys that I'm talking about that was in another show. Just go ahead and let them out because them boys are innocent, in my opinion. Just my opinion. And that was a case that I'd done a while back that had to do with West Memphis 3. Those boys are innocent. The dad to one of those boys that was murdered is the one that killed them 3 little boys. A Hawkins County grand jury on Monday charged Daniel Boyd, 47, with forgery and bribery, as well as one count of criminal simulation, according to a Tennessee Bureau of Investigation news release. Boyd also serves as a juvenile court judge for Hawkins County. That's not Judge Boyd, though. I can guarantee you that. No, Brandon Lawson should have never got that Alford plea deal. And I'll give you my opinion on what they should get. This is just my opinion, guys, now. Boyd had been under investigation since May when 3rd Judicial District Attorney General Dan Armstrong requested another office look into allegations of forgery and bribery. All right. Second District Attorney General Barry Stalbus took over the case. Barry Stalbus, he the one that that used to be at Sullivan County Hippie Grandma. That after Armstrong requested an outside DA assume the case. According to the release, investigators learned Boyd provided a client with a default judgment declaring her divorce to be finalized. The grand jury presentment states that Boyd presented a forged divorce decree October 7, 2022. Wait just a minute. That's about the time that Ronnie Lawson was being put back in office again. I'll look at that again. The second forgery count said he executed a document so that it purported to be the act of Hawkins County Chancellor Douglas Jenkins. The third forgery count charges that Boyd also produced a document that he claimed to be the act of Hawkins County Clerk and Master Brent Price. The document appeared to be signed by the Chancellor of the 3rd Judicial District. The release states, but further investigations revealed that no document existed within the Clerk and Master's office, and that case was never presented to the Chancellor. Agents also found that when Boyd's clients filed a complaint, he offered her money if she would withdraw the complaint. Boyd was booked into the Hawkins County Jail and released in lieu of $25,000 bond. So, guys, I had to go back up and look what I was going to say. And I think Hawkins is so corrupt, in my opinion. It's generation. Exactly, it is. What was it? Courtney, I agree with that, but I also have my own opinion, and this is the way I think it should be done. So, and if I'm wrong, you tell me. Y'all give me your opinion on this. If it has to do with a child that is SA'd, I think they ought to take that son of a bitch, and I'll have to figure out something for a woman if it's a woman. But I think y'all take that son of a bitch out to an old barn, take his dick and put it in a vice grip and tighten it as tight as you can. Take the handle out of that vice grip. Give him the dullest knife possible that's rusty. Go outside while he's still inside in that vice grip and set that building on fire. That's what should happen to a pedophile. Put him in a building, set the building on fire with his dick in a vice grip and a knife to take care of it if he wants to get out. And then if he does come out, lock his ass up for the rest of his life. Because he's going to be holding somebody's pocket in prison if he cuts that off and gets out. That's even too good for them, but I guarantee you they're going to suffer, especially if they cut it off and get out. Because in prison, they don't like them boys. I guarantee you that. But these guys, Hawkins County is not worried about Summers' case and all. If they were really worried about Summers' case, and the only reason I say this is because they're making too much money off of this. I don't care what nobody says. There's all kinds of people going by and giving donations to the sheriff's office, and saying you this is for the Summer Wells case, or they're sending in things. It's all about the money. They're not worried about that poor little girl that's been missing for 2 years now. If they were really worried, they've got proof that them people are unfit parents. Go back and look at all the CPS that was in there. I've done a story about that too, but because it wasn't a church Lawson was in, but I do believe she was headed off. I've done a story about a church down there that has a camp within 5 miles of the Canadian border in New York. Done a story on that. But they got stuff against them parents for being, and I heard, excuse me, I haven't seen any actual paperwork to prove, but I did hear that one of the boys said he never wanted to go back to that house again. What's that tell you if you have one of your own children say that they never want to go back to that house again? And all the stuff that Don is saying. Don saying all this. Have you seen that video of mine, Sunshine, about that up there? You're more than welcome to go back and share it with her if you want to. I lost train of thought. But the CPS, if they went there and they've been there and they were supposed to be there, or they were there the day before Summer went missing, they might have said, hey, we're coming back to do something, because it, in all fairness, I have heard them say before to get something fixed up, because they're coming back, and if it's fixed, nothing will happen. So maybe they said, well, we can't get it fixed, we'll get rid of her and come up with a story. Well, I mean, that's awful funny that that's up there, Sunshine. I mean, like I said, 5 miles within walking distance. And I just noticed in the last video I done, across the creek, there is a trucking company not far behind the church camp. Could be for watering, could be for bottled water or whatever, but you can traffic in a truck. You can do hidden compartments in a truck that if they get up in there and look, and not really look, just eyeball it, it'll pass for a regular truck. It will pass for a regular truck. Don't tell me it can't be done, because I know of a guy, well, I don't know him personally, but down in Mexico, there was a gentleman that had a trucking company, and people would bring drugs from in his house, under his pool table, down under the Mexico-American border to a company in America, from his house in Mexico, underground through a tunnel, put them in a fake bed truck. They would take the slats out, put the drugs all the way down the bed of the truck, put the board back in it, and cover the truck up. And the camp is affiliated with Lawson's church. Okay. Good deal. Thank you for that, hippie grandma. I mean, so why is Don and Candace not behind bars? In my opinion, I think, like Ghost Devil said a while ago with this Lawson, I think Don's a snitch, and Ronnie Lawson's keeping him out. Now, Candace, I don't know why, but I know she's controllable, because every time she tries to speak that I've seen on camera, she always has to look at Don or somebody that's around her. She's very manipulative, and Don knows that. If it's an accident, please go ahead and report it. It was an accident. They can do test and prove it. I don't know, Summer Thunder. I really don't. That whole fucking county suspicious as hell, Ghost Devil. That whole county. Guys, there was a thing. This reminds me of Don and Candace. There was a thing I seen on TikTok, okay? Now let me get in my head first. Let me get it in my head first. If I'm not mistaken, I think Becca still think they know the parents are guilty, but the case can't be solved due to them revealing their guilt. Very possible, hippie grandma, because there was, and this is in Sullivan County, not far from where we live. There was a gentleman that was murdered at Observation Knob. The two people that done it were involved in a pedophile ring. Now, whether these two people, and what gets me, this is freaky as shit. I didn't know this until I was talking about it to last week or week before last to one of my coworkers. And I was telling him, I said, yeah, I do talk about true crime on YouTube. And I said, I was going to talk about that girl and that guy that killed that other one out at Observation Knob. And they said that girl used to be a manager at the Domino's that I used to work at years ago. And I said, that's fucking freaky as shit. She was a manager there. She only lasted 2 months, but she was a manager there. But now they were in a pedophile ring. Now, what I was trying to say reminds me of, hey, Truth Seeker, of Don and Candace, is there is a thing going around on TikTok. And it says, I think in the effect of, would you kill for your children? And these women had to think about it, and 99% of them said, I don't know. What is there to think about? I'm going to ask y'all the same question. This is for the women now. This is for the women. Would you kill for your children? And this includes you, hippie grandma. I know how old your boy is. Would you kill for your children? In a heartbeat. Hey, Nana's Dragonfly. Lady 7 Up said yes. Angel said yes. Radmilla said yes. Sunshine said hell yes. Courtney said yes. Rocket said yes. Okay, guys, let me ask you this then. If you would kill for your children, Kim said yes. If you would kill for your children, why would you not get out there? And I'm not saying that Don and Candace said that they would kill for their children. They might have killed. I'm not saying that. They might have had something to do with it. Why would you not get out and search and search and search and search and search? See, hippie grandma, and I know her son. He's close. Well, he's not far behind me, is he, hippie grandma? He's in his middle 40s or something like that. Exactly, because they're guilty. I'm going to tell you what. And if people don't believe me, they can come down here and ask anybody, or they can ask hippie grandma. She's known me for a while because I've known her brother for years. You can ask her because of her son. I've known him. If one of my children end up missing and I want to get out there and search and the TBI says, no, you just wait at the house. Fuck you. That's my blood out there. I'm going to help search for it. They're not going to recognize your voice if you holler for them. They're going to recognize Daddy. Okay, he's 47, so he's not far behind me. But I'm going to get out there and search whether you tell me I can or can't. You don't own me. You don't pay my bills. You're helping me find my child. Don and Candace didn't do that. Don and Candace buckled up, went in the house, and let them the police take care of it. Nah, fuck that. I'm searching for my children. And if I find a man or person that took my child, you're going to have to find him. Rocket Queen said I'd smack him with my shovel. But you're going to have to find the man that took my child or the persons that took my child. Because I'm going to make sure my child is safe and on the way back home. And then I'm going to handle the problem myself. Because all the law is going to do is put them in jail where we have to pay for it. That's another thing. And if the child couldn't be found, I'd end up in a nut hut. I'm telling you. Don and Candace don't even act like it bothers them. The only tears that I have seen from Candace, and y'all can agree or disagree with me, but in my eyes, the only tears I have seen from Candace is because people are questioning her about Summer's disappearance. Not because Summer's gone, but because people are questioning her about her disappearance. I've never seen a real tear shed over that child. Or a real, let me think of the word I'm trying to think of, guys. A real hurt tear. Or I've never seen them over the other kids. Now, like I said, I've seen them cry, seen her cry. I've never seen Dawn cry. I heard a quote years ago watching a movie. And yeah, I'll see if y'all know the movie I'm talking about. Candace was born without a soul. She has a open place, a empty place in her heart that no amount of love, no amount of anything could ever fill. And that's the way I think she is. Just that's personal opinion. But now y'all tell me what that's from. What movie that's from. Kim, if it's your first time here, honey, I done a live about the church. And I think, go back and look at that live. I can't remember what it was called. Summer, do you remember what it was called? Or Sunshine, do you remember what that was called? Which live it was? Look at my brother Ghost Devil for getting a membership. Now he's family. He's always been family. Always. Here you go, Ghost Devil. You recognize this?
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me.
Thank you, Tattooed Angel. Thank you again, Par, for that. That is very kind of you. When you, if there's ever been if any of y'all have ever been locked up, because I don't care to tell anybody this, I've been locked up. I was locked up once when I was just had turned 18, and about going on 12 years now, 13 years now. No, 14 years now, ain't it, Becca? 13 or 14 years ago, I was locked up. But the last one, I was locked up over my mother. I took the charge that they were going to give my mother. But if you've ever seen anybody that's ever been locked up, when they go to jail, the first thing that they do is turn to religion. If you've got any amount of time, a person will turn to religion. And that's exactly what Don is doing right now. Because in jail or prison, you're scared. You're very scared. You are very scared. You wonder what's going to happen with yourself in jail or prison. And you want to use, most people like to use church and God as a crutch to help them get through it. And once they get through it and get out, they forget all about what they were talking about in there. Don knows that he's in trouble. And that's why he's doing that with the church and reading the Bible and all that. Now, if I'm wrong on that, I will be the first one to publicly apologize to them. But I think that's the story because, trust me, I watched it so many times when people would come in jail and they would, like young kids or people that's been in there before, they would get scared. They would get scared so much that there would be a preacher or someone that says they were a preacher in jail and they'd say, come over here, listen to the word. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. But that's, to me, that's what happened. That's, in my opinion, that's why Don is doing that. God does know our heart. And y'all can think I'm crazy or not. I'm going to sit here and tell you, I'm not a Christian. But I do believe in the good book. I don't go to church is what I mean. I believe in God and everything. I just don't go to church because a church is nothing but most of them are money bags. You just go to church to pay the reverend's bills. That 10% that you're supposed to give for your tithe goes into the preacher's wallet. Trust me, Becca's sperm donor, don't get me on that, man. Okay, I didn't know, Kim. Thank you, though. Thank you very much. But to me, a church can be anywhere you want to be. You can go on a riverbank, and as long as there's 3 people talking about Christ, you're in church. My granny, when my granny was alive, God rest her soul, was at church every single day. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But she always told me, she said, you don't have to go to church to talk to God. You don't have to go to church to praise God. Praise God. As long as 3 or more people are talking about me you are having church. Or as long as 3 more people are talking about God, you're having church. And a lot of these TV preachers have ruined churches. Jim Bakker, number one. Jim Bakker's doghouse had a damn air conditioner in it. If you want to keep your dog cool in the summer, let him come in the house. Oh, there's all kinds of cliques in prison, trust me. All kinds of cliques. Don uses it. Candace uses it. And another thing. Well, Candace don't use it. Don does. Why did you have to leave? Yeah, mine don't either. Hippie grandma said my dog would have air conditioner too, but I wouldn't be living. I'd be living with him. Why go out of state to work? Do they not realize that their story is nationwide? Wherever they go and give out their real name, they're going to know who they are. So if you're going to work, and another thing, why risk? Because he's on probation. Don's on probation. Why risk leaving your probation area to go to work, knowing that could get your ass locked up? That was a little fishy. But all this corruptness goes on with, it starts with Ronnie Lawson. Because if y'all ever heard the old saying, it starts at the top of the hill. Shit rolls downhill. So Ronnie Lawson's the top turd, and it always rolls downhill. There's so much corruption in that county. I'm glad I live nowhere. Well, I do live near it, but not nowhere near it. Oh, I'd say you do need air conditioner, Kim. Lawson is corrupt. Lawson is the most corrupt police officer, cop, sheriff, whatever you want to call him, that I've ever seen. Just like I said a while ago, I mean, you got a guy getting caught for forgery and bribery. You got Ronnie Lawson's son doing 6 months of a 20-year sentence. I've never heard of that. And I've never heard them offering that Alfred plea that quick. Never heard of that. And I will say this. The stuff that I've been seeing online about psychics. Dude, I'm sorry, people. Guys, exactly, Red Miller. I don't believe in psychics. So them talking about all that stuff, no, I don't believe that. Exactly, Kim. I don't believe in the psychics. I'm not trying to put them down. Whatever your hustle is, that's fine. I just don't believe in psychics. So that stuff about them doing all that, no. About the tarp, that could be but 2 years afterwards. They're going to wait 2 years afterwards, and then they're going to come in on it. Give me a few minute break, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, give me just a few seconds. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, there's 43 watching and 31 thumbs up. Y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that share button and hit that subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you very much. And if you'd like to, hit that thing and become a family member here. Don't become a member. Don't become a subscriber. Become family. Because if you hit that dollar bill sign down there at the bottom, that don't make you a member. That makes you family here. Thank you, Nana's Dragonfly. Thank you. Bible tells you to stay away from it all. They're talking to demon spirits and nothing more. Exactly. Yes. Thank you, Rocket Queen. Smack that thumbs up like it's Lawson's face. Beat the shit out of it. But like I said, I'm just saying I don't believe in it. Never have, and I never will. Now, if you want to, Park you, Nana's Dragonfly, thank you so much. And Par, thank you so much. Par, you just turned it up tonight. So here's for the new family member, Nana's Dragonfly, and here's for Par for gifting it to her.
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me.
Ghost Devil, you know you're a family member now, besides always being family. Par gifted you a family membership. Par is awesome, guys. I'm telling you. Yes, thank you so much. But and Ghost Devil's going to work on a becoming family like that one for me soon. I sent him the music and everything, and it really means a lot to me, for you supporting and being here and all that. I really do appreciate it, and I thank you for it. What I was talking about the psychics. I don't believe in them, and if you want to talk to a family member that has went on or something like that, all you got to do is sit down. I sent you the music. It's all in Discord. But whenever you get it done, I am off tonight, tomorrow, and the rest of the week. But just sit down and talk to them. You know, and if you really think about it, they're talking back to you, whether you know it or not. In some way, they're doing it. Look, my mama loved, and you can ask Becca, loved butterflies. Favorite color was purple. She couldn't stand yellow. So I know this is my mom talking to me. Every now and then, I'll know mom's talking to me, but we'll go outside to go to work or go out the front door to go out in the van, and there's a yellow butterfly sitting on the porch. That's my mom letting me know she's here to check on us. I'm telling you, I don't have to have a psychic to let me talk to my mom. If I want to talk to my mom and she's been gone 8 years, I just sit down and talk to her. I mean, thank you, Rocket. It is sweet. My mom was, to me, I'm just saying that because I'm her son. Hey, Digger Duck. My mom was the sweetest person ever. No, I don't believe in it, Paula. I don't. Because it is evil, and it's hustlers. It's people that know how to read facial expressions. Talk to her, Courtney. Just sit down and say, hey, Granny, I'm here. Let's talk. Now, she's not going to answer you straight back. You know that. Now, Kim, I have heard that. I seriously have heard that. And I will find that story and go over that. But I have heard that because of a lot of well, you know what I mean. It lets me know that mom's always with me. I'm going to change my name from Tattooed Rebel to Aussie Rebel. Oi, oi, oi. Think I'd pass for an Aussie Rebel? Oh, I can't say that. Never mind. Them rebels over there are a little tougher than I am. Right, Paula? What do you mean, no? Oh, there's corruptions in all professions. Exactly. I 110% agree with that, hippie grandma. I see that at work. Seriously. I've never seen that, Kim. But I mean, I'm not saying it because it's not true. I just never seen it. Well, yeah, I can't say Aussie properly, I don't guess. Yeah, because it's yellow. The butterfly is yellow, and I know Mama didn't like the color yellow. Her favorite color was purple, and not long before she passed, she told me she told me and Becca was standing there. She said, "If something happens to me and you bury me in yellow, I'm gonna come back and haunt you." So we buried her. I mean, she was buried in purple, but that's always stuck in my head that she don't like yellow. So, did I play Battlefield? Oh, I believe in angels too, Summer Thunder. I've got one sitting in there. That's my wife. Now, if y'all haven't heard that story, I'll tell y'all the story. So if y'all would like to hear the story, just put a 1 in chat and I will tell you the story. Becca already knows the story. All right. Becca, don't get mad, honey, okay? Summer Thunder's already heard the story. But I'll tell it again if some of you haven't heard it, because I think the last time I told it was over on, I think I told it on Becca's. I was married once before. And yeah, but I was married once before. And I have a stepson. And me and my first wife had separated. She left the kids with me and took off to be with the other men. Now, these kids were her sisters. Don't have nothing against her sister. She's a good lady. She's a good mom. And as a matter of fact, my stepson called me at 3:00 in the morning last night. But that's for another story. But anyway, he was like James's age, 6 years old. He had a temperature of 105. I had no way to get him to the hospital, didn't have a phone to call, and there wasn't no neighbors around. So in my head, my granny said, my words popped into my head that my granny told me. She said, if you need to talk to God, go into your prayer closet. The only thing I had was a clothes closet. I didn't have a prayer closet. I had a clothes closet. So I went in there and I said, Lord, Granny told me that if I need to talk to you just like a friend. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got a little boy in here, sick, deathly sick. You heal him. I'll listen to everything that you ever say again. The next morning when I woke up, that boy didn't have a temperature. Hey, Nani. That boy didn't have a temperature. There was nothing wrong with him. He was running around playing. He was eating. Hello, Spirit Seekers. He was eating. He was fine. I said, okay, I got you. So a couple of days went by, and I started getting lonely. I missed my first wife, at that time. So I said, okay. So I went back in that prayer closet. And I said, because he is great all the time. And I said, God, I want my wife and children back. Nothing happened. I waited for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 weeks, maybe a month or longer. So I went back in the prayer closet. I said, God, please give me my wife and kids back. Waited and waited and waited. Nothing. So I went to go get a cup of coffee at a gas station. I went in that gas station. Guess who's working at the register? Becca. Angel, tattooed angel. So I started talking to her, you know. Well, that was February 2nd. We started talking and fooling around and all this. February 22nd, Becca got pregnant with Tyler and Trinity. That was 2010. September 2nd, 2011. God gave me my wife and children back. Now, what I'm saying is, He didn't give me the wife and children back that I wanted. He gave me the wife and children back that I needed. And He gave it back to me in His time, not my time. So that's how me and Becca met and got married. And I always say, and I've got this tattooed on my side, Becca is my tattoo artist. God took rib to make woman for me. He took a rib from me to make a woman for me. I'll say for me. So when me and Becca got married, God gave me my rib back. Now my life is complete. I'm whole again with my wife and kids. So I had Becca tattoo a rib coming out of my side with her name on it. And she's changed me for the better so much. Because y'all think I'm an asshole sometimes now. Y'all should have seen me back then. Seriously, y'all should have seen me back then when I was younger, dumber, and all that. Baby, did you not tattoo a rib on my side, coming out of my side with your name on it? And I tell you why I know that, because it hurt bad. Rib tattoos hurt, guys. Rib tattoos hurt. All right, guys, here we go one more time. Let's get them likes up for me. Hit that share button and hit that subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, please think about becoming a subscriber. It only costs free 99. Free 99. Oh, I can guarantee you've heard some stories, hippie grandma. Hey, I'm not talking. Don't you tell your brother tell you any more of my stories. Lord have mercy. I have all kinds of stuff out there. But that's okay. I know some stuff on him, though. Hey, hippie grandma, I'm going to just say a name and I want you to ask him. I'll give you the last name. Flanagan. I asked your brother about M. Flanagan. Tell him I said to. Tell him I said to ask you that. M. Flanagan. What was I going to say? Oh, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You can, well, at least you were. Yeah, I was younger. And if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so on the Cash App. You don't have to. That's not required. The only requirement that I ask you is for you to come in here, have a good time, and chew the fat with me. But the Cash App will be very much appreciated to help the channel grow, but it's not required. I just love talking to y'all, so that's the only requirement. I asked y'all to come in and just have a good time talking with us. But there is a lot of corruption in Hawkins County, guys. Y'all just got to watch it and keep watching it and keep watching it. If anything else pops up, I will bring it up. If anything pops up anymore about summer, I will. But Rocket, let's exchange ribs. Y'all are crazy. But I love y'all. Y'all are funny people, and I love watching Summer deal. Rocket. I've only set up a PayPal. I got PayPal too. Or Becca's got PayPal. I use Becca's PayPal because I don't use mine anymore. That was for the VFW. Hippie Grandma said, I love ribs. Okay, hold on a minute. Today was court for Everly Sands. Rights have been terminated. My daughter now has full custody and will do termination in 30 days and then adopt. So Everly is your daughter's now. She has full permanent guardianship. She is yours, right? Or hers. That is great. Hey, Nani, now this is not, I'm banned from PayPal because I owe them money. I don't have anything set up, Nani, for cheers or anything, but I will do this for you if I can get it to play. And of course, it ain't gonna play. Daggone it. Becca is going live tonight, right, Becca? Why can't I get that to play? And y'all give Nani prayer hands or whatever, because that's awesome news. That is awesome news. You hit the bar. Do you know how to do that? It's down there at the dollar bill sign, and it says membership gifting. Hit the dollar bill sign. It says membership gifting. That's all I can. I think that's right, guys? There you go. Give Rocket Queen. Give Nani some hearts because that's great news for Nani. Okay, she's doing some open panel tonight with some music playing. Rocket said you can give her hearts too. Now, guys, remember, don't forget tomorrow night's show is me and Becca, and we're doing a little bit of conspiracy theory on Denver International Airport. So if y'all like conspiracy theory, please check us out tomorrow. But it was worth it. There you go. I see it now at the end, Nani. Nani, I seen a picture of you and your husband at your son's wedding. You and your husband made a lovely couple, man. I really like that picture. Y'all look good together. Well, you're welcome. And again, guys, like I said, I'm going to start as soon as I come up with the cash to get the supplies. I'm going to start making stuff and selling it. And I think y'all might like them. I hope you will, but we'll see. But the first one, I'll make one for Becca here, and I'll show you what it looks like, and they'll be put up on my store. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. I just got to wait for a good check to where I can use a little bit of cash. The Domino's pays the bills for right now. Becca's like, she is, ain't she? But please come tomorrow night for the Denver Airport show. Please don't miss it. Y'all are going to enjoy it, I think. It's a conspiracy theory, on my opinion. Becca's going to learn some stuff about it. She got interested when I was watching a movie or a documentary about it. So I'm going to try and help her a little bit tomorrow, and we're going to go over that. And hopefully it'll be a great show. Oh, I'm sorry, Baba Joe. You got to turn your memberships on. Well, I don't know. Are you on your phone, Summer Thunder? I don't know if it'll do it on the phone. Will it? Will it, hippie grandma? You have to be on a tablet or computer. Okay. Yeah, Becca's been waiting for hers for 12 years. But again, guys, like I said, thank you for stopping in tonight. I hope that I shed a little bit of light on it. We might even continue to talk about some more of this tomorrow night after we talk about the Denver airport. So please come back and check it out with us. And I might go over the churches from down there. And they start hitting my pewter at night. But again, thank y'all for being here. Please go over and show Becca some love. She's going live in a few minutes. It won't work on the phone, honey. Don't come in here and show me. That's fine. Oh, really? Check it out tomorrow night, Demon. But guys, I do love each and every one of you. I thank you for coming in tonight. I thank you for giving us some more family members. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. If it wasn't for you, there would be no Tattooed Rebel, because you are Tattooed Rebel family. If you wasn't here, I'd be sitting up here talking to myself, talking to Becca. Becca's already family by marriage. But y'all do come in, and I very much appreciate that. I love each and every one of you. Don't forget to go check out Becca here in a little bit. In about 13 minutes. And she's going to have a good show. Ghost Devil, don't forget to check Discord for me, brother. I'll go in there right now as soon as I get done here. And I'll be in there in just a second and talk to you, okay? But I love each and every one of you. I'll see you tomorrow night, 8:30. And then Friday, Bonfire Request Night. And Saturday, 2 concerts in one day. One at 3 p.m. for Iron Maiden and one at 7 p.m. for Bad Company. Please don't miss them. Those are on White Trash Family, 2229. Go over and check it out if you like to listen to music. But y'all have a good one and a safe one. Over here, we don't say bye. We say see you, because bye is forever, and I don't like that. So I love you. Go check Beck out, and I'll see you. Good night, each and every one. I love y'all, and peace.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive.